Greetings and salutations, Mega Wizard 79 here with a new playthrough for all you guys. This is Touhou Scarlet Curiosity. It's an action-adventure RPG that focuses on the two characters you see right here. Romelia Scarlet, the little vampire girl there, and Sayaka, her trusty maid. Without going into a whole tangent, the story essentially focuses around Romelia Scarlet wanting to find something that will basically put her in a situation where she actually has to try. Because for all of you out there who do not know that much about the Touhou franchise, Romelia Scarlet is one of the most powerful characters in the series, bar none. She is overly powerful, like to the point where, I mean, like the only person at one point in one of the other storylines where basically actually managed to relatively contend with her was her own little sister, and mind you, she only contended. She didn't really have a snowball's chance in hell. It was only because it was her sister that Romelia decided to go exceedingly easy on her. Don't underestimate this little girl. Plain and simple. But yeah, enough of my rambling though. It's basically you get the option of basically playing between these two as I aforementioned, and so I'm going to basically play as Romelia just because, well, she is basically my favorite character in this entire series, bar nobody. So let's get started, shall we? My lady, the sun has already risen. Let's go back inside now. I don't feel like moving. Carry me. You're not a child anymore. If I might be so bold, haven't you been a bit too lazy these days? More than usual, I mean. Well, that's what happens when you're bored. Nothing to do. Now, that's simply not true. Why, just the other day, there was that strange incident that Remu handily took care of without breaking a sweat, I assume. And even if something did happen during the day, it's not like I could fight at full power. Ugh. Are there even any fiends or monsters out there worthy of my attention? Well, there's certainly no shortage of yokai around here. Yeah, but I could tear my way through 1,000,000 of those weaklings and no one would care. What I really want is to fight a yokai so mighty, so powerful, that beating it would make me a legend. Aiming high as always, my lady. If that's the case, you might be interested in this. Is this that Tengu newspaper? Strange shadow sighted on the mountain. But this picture is so blurry, and the article goes on to say no one has even seen the thing. It sounds like a hoax. Maybe, but even in the village, but everyone in the village was talking about it. I heard someone found a footprint in the mountains, and some fiends were vandalized too. Damn it! And some fields were vandalized too. Is this really the best picture they could get? The monsters seem like it may be rather cautious. The Tengu are doing their best to find it, but they've come up empty-handed so far. Very well. Whether or not it turns out to be true, at least this'll let me kill some time. Splendid. I'll gather as much information as I can about the monster by tonight. Now, come along, my lady. The sun is already up. If you stay out any longer, you'll only be harming yourself. Fine, I'll go to bed. Is this what humans mean when they say, good things come to those who wait? I suppose you'll find out soon enough, won't you? Then I bid you good night. Phew. I slept like a log. Now it's back to business. Sayaka! Sayaka! Huh, that's strange. Has she not returned home yet? But who else would have left those newspapers on the table for me? Oh, that's adorable. She... I mean, look at that. She has a coffin, which looks very luxurious as it is, on an on a positively massive, luxurious bed. It's like, yeah, I mean, seriously, it's like, the mistress of Scarlet Devil Manor indeed. This place really is a freaking mansion. I mean, look at this. She has, like, all the amenities from two, oh, what do they call them? I guess, dressers. There we go. Or I guess, closets to an extent. But yeah, like, I mean, she has, like, two dressers, and then basically, like, these little bureaus here on top of a giant, like, basically a bookcase with just tons and tons of, books from all over the world, as well as, artwork and a globe. Yeah, fun little fact about, Scarlet Devil Manor. This place, is known for having things from the quote-unquote outside world, because you see in Gensokyo, which is the world that they occupy, our world is technically considered the outside world. So, even though, the things here are somewhat similar to ours, and they go by the exact same names and everything, but, yeah, like for example, like the Berlin Wall. There was this one character who basically came across a book that was talking about that, and her comment to it was, "Huh, the Berlin Wall fell. What? Oh my God! Like, must have been a very shoddily made wall. I hope no one was hurt, despite the fact that the Berlin Wall is. I mean, I don't need to tell you that the fall of the Berlin Wall was one of the most monumentous moments in history. But yeah, again, sorry about the little tangent. But yeah, I just really like talking about this world. It's so interesting, so fascinating, and like the way that Scarlet Romelia herself fits into all of it is very interesting. Basically, in English, basically, in normal way, you would say Romelia Scarlet, but basically, Scarlet Romelia would be the proper way of pronouncing it, since, this is Japanese and all that, and basically last names first. But anyway, on with the game. Sorry. It looks like these issues have It looks like these issues have articles about those monsters everyone's been talking about lately. Let's see. Mokili Menesis Mokeli Menesis Misty Lake. Yep. Here we've got Guided by the Light. Seems to be about will-o-wisps haunting the bamboo forest. And here's another one. Seal of the Python shattered. Looks like there's some trouble afoot in Genbu Ravine. ... I don't know what sounds more suspect, these monsters or this reporting. Well, the sun's almost down, and I can't say I have anything better to do. Maybe I should check out the lake first. And away we go. For now, I might as well head to the lake. There's another observation deck on the opposite shore. And I'm going to sit there and wait until the Mokeli Mebi shows its face. I haven't really had a chance to go all out lately. I feel like maybe the quiet life is making me lose my edge a little. Guess I'll just have to shake off that indolence by beating up any 2-bit goons who have the bad fortune to cross my path tonight. Let's get going. Okay, so it looks like you cannot leave the path. Do not try to leave the hallway. Which is good, because, you know, in its own way. Uh, it makes, oh, a fairy. Shh. Shh. Uh, let's see. Oh, that's how you do it. You obtained your first gear. Bring the menu up. Okay. So, sharp nails. Nail polish to be... Oh, nails polished to be slashingly sharp. Okay, sure. So, yeah, there's, essentially, like, you know, an RNG kind of loot drop system in this game. But, yeah, so, it's interesting that these fairies are attacking her. Just because of the fact that, bring up the menu and select equipment. Yeah, I already did that. Oh, you schmuck. But yeah, funny thing about these fairies, basically, they're technically residents of Scarlet Devil Manor, so by default, they should, not be attacking Remelia. But, the thing about fairies is that they're very, mischievous by, nature. Of course, though, if, the Ice Fairy, who is quote-unquote the strongest of them, if she were here, she'd be basically telling them basically what for, since they, supposedly, listen to her, more or less. But yeah, it's, as you can see, a pretty simple game so far. Huh, looks like we fight fogs, too. Oh, this place is massive. Ooh, a chest. Anything new? No. There we go. Ooh, got armor. Cool. It doesn't look like it appears on the, character, but, you know, you can only do so much with these games. Dude. I have to say, I do like the 3D aspect of this. There we go. Ooh, got a brooch. Cool. Doo-dee-doo. Let's see. Don't want to miss any secrets and whatnot. Man, these little guys are weak. I feel so sorry for them. I mean, granted, you know, it's kind of funny though that Scarlet, she, I mean, as I've already, you know, gone into great detail, Scarlet is just so powerful. I mean, to be honest, these fairies, they're nothing to her. Everything here, everything you see here, like these, I would assume these are Grims, like these dogs we're fighting, or at the very least some type of wolf. Yeah, like, all this stuff, it's nothing to her. Like, she has the ability to just straight up conjure fire on command without, I mean, like, for all of you who basically, you know about Bleach, basically, she's, basically, she can basically just go Yamamoto on everybody without a with like without a twitch, and and she doesn't even need a conduit like a Zanpakuto or something. She just snaps her fingers and boom, you're on fire. Like this, like I cannot understate this. Like this girl is just stupidly powerful. And like one of the things that I really like though is just the fact that wow, she can jump pretty high. But yeah, like one of the things that I just really like about her overall is just the fact that despite the fact that she's just so overtly powerful, she still has a what's the word I'm looking for? Like I was gonna go and say humility, but that intro conversation it basically says anything but humility. But no, she just has a very dignified and ladylike atmosphere towards herself. I mean, she'll talk down to you, without a whoa. Okay, kid gloves are off. Welcome to bullet hell, which is like basically like that would be like this game right here. It's actually you could say it's not really par for the course, because par for the course for this game, for this series, is that like usually these games for the most part they're just bullet hell, like just straight up trying to dodge basically just multiple projectiles in various different angles on a three-dimensional and sometimes I think two-dimensional plane too. Ooh, I leveled up. But yeah, it's just like that's usually how most people will basically be exposed to this franchise. I mean, I might consider getting some of the more bullet hell versions of this game, but the thing about them though is that they're kind of fighting games, so not entirely something that most people would watch unless they were into that kind of stuff, which I myself am, but not a lot of people are. But who knows? I mean, I am thinking about like just doing a playthrough of at least Rachel's storyline from the ever so popular BlazBlue series. I mean, what do you call it? Like, oh, by the way, just FYI, it's a 100% a coincidence that basically, my two favorite characters of these two series tend to be are conveniently two vampire lollies, more or less. That is a total coincidence. And also the fact that both of them are just OP as balls. I mean, seriously, it's kind of funny that both of these girls are just just really powerful. Ooh, I got hard nails. That must be an incredibly more powerful version of sharp nails, I'm assuming anyway. Let's see. That's Orden. Yep. It looks like that's just a better version. Yeah, we'll just go with that. But yeah, as you can see, like the whole RNG thing here is like as you can see right here, like this is the starting one that I got, and then this is a different version of it, and it has completely different stats, even though it's exactly the same item. So yeah, for those of you who are basically WoW fans and all that stuff, or Diablo, I guess would be a more accurate comparison. There you go. It is straight up RNG loot based on stuff. And what do you know? Ooh, a 3% audio drop rate. Interesting. Nothing, but I just still have that. So yeah. Let us continue on our little stroll. Oh, you. Yep, I can see now why they give you such a high jump, so that you can avoid characters like this. Like, it's interesting how they have successfully added verticality to a game that, you know, essentially is a top-down adventure game. So, you know, usually most adventure games, uh, they, you know, like, the concept of them basically giving you verticality is almost unheard of. Unless they're doing, like, terrible platforming like in Dark Souls. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love Dark Souls to death. It is one of the best RPG games I've ever come across. Yeah, RPG games I've ever come across. But man, their platforming is garbage. I don't know who. Seriously, it's like, look, it's like no offense to. Oh, awesome! I can. Yeah, see, verticality, freaking awesome. I wonder if Sayaka can jump this high. I mean, I have every intention of basically playing as both characters, just because of the fact that this game is pretty short. But, yeah. Ippe. I just wanted to play as Romelia. I mean, ideally, I probably should have played as Sayaka first, just because of the fact that, you know, Romelia, you know, being my favorite character, like, I probably should have waited to have my dessert later, so to speak. But, I figured I'd probably just, you know, cut the bullshit and just start off with, a character I just like. I mean, not to say that I don't like Sayaka, it's just that, well, I mean, there's really not that much to her per se. I mean, there's probably lots and lots on the wiki, but basically, you know, Scarlet Romelia, she is the master of the house, so ideally she is the main focus. The last rays of sunset are still stinging me a bit. Did I come out too early after all? Was that a noise just now? Maybe it was just my imagination. Yeah, this feels like a boss arena, if I ever saw one. Ooh, I like the lighting effect on this, like, really sparkly. Of course, though, being a vampire... Oh, I didn't know the crows can fight. Oh, wow. Yeah. But yeah. So, we're doing a 3D game on a two-dimensional plane. That is interesting, to say the least. I do like that. Let's see. Ooh, red nail. Oh, yes! I should... My goodness, what the hell? What was I thinking? I'll go with that. Okay, nothing better than that yet. Walkie walk. They're just dropping stuff for days. It's interesting that Scarlet Devil Manor is like right there in the distance. So essentially we're not necessarily that far away. Which implies that, I mean... I do wonder just like how... I mean, I would assume that basically... Oh, like, I don't know the whole details of just how far her domain actually basically expands, but I would assume that the lake basically is part of her domain proper. Hello, what have we here? So, yeah, that's the article. Yeah, the Bun Bun Maru newspaper is basically a how should I put this? Can I keep going this way, or is it going to stop me at some point? Looks like I can keep going that way, so I might as well head over there first. But yeah, the Bun Bun Maru newspaper, it's run by this Tengu named Ayaka, and she's, how should I put it? I'm bored. How long do I have to wait here? Hey. Hey, you. Sorry, I'm kinda busy right now, actually. Busy with what? What is there even to do out here? Well, if you must know, I'm keeping an eye on Scarlet Devil Mansion and the surrounding area to... Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa! You're the vampire! So I am. Do you have some business with us? People are saying the Mokele... I'm never going to be able to pronounce that name. I'm terribly sorry. Appears in the lake near Scarlet Devil Mansion. Everyone in Tokyo is talking about it, so I wanted to be the one to catch it. I'm aware of that rumor, yes. But see, that creates a problem for me. I don't like it when someone snatches my prey right from under me. Wait. Change of plans. If it's a no-holds-barred battle you're looking for, I'm ready to go. What? No! So, yeah. Yeah, so, as you can see, like, what? Yep, there we go. Trademark! My god, Rebellia's just destroying her. So, yeah, as you can see, I can... Oh, boy. Learned demon... Huh. Please spare me! I won't even think about going after the monster again! I promise! Well, that was certainly a better workout that I would have gotten looking... looking for a monster that probably wouldn't even show. Now, where shall I go next? What the? That smoke's coming from Scarlet Devil Mansion! What is going on? Uh-oh. This isn't good. While the cat's away, the mice will play, so the saying goes. I hate to deprive Sayaka of her fun, but I'm going to take them out before this goes any further. So, yeah. Oh, boy. Yeah, as you can see, like, case in point, the fact that basically the whole mansion is relatively, I mean, don't get me wrong, this place actually does have incredibly powerful people protecting it as well as living in it and all that stuff. I mean, there's this one character, she's known as the Immovable Library. She is the most powerful sorceress in the entire franchise, really, if not matched by another character named Alice. But yeah, her name is Patchouli, and she is just really strong. Basically, the trade-off is that, well, she's very, very sickly and frail, and if she were to basically, it has to do with the fact that basically she's kind of a hermit, and the fact that she doesn't really get that much exercise and stuff, so her body is just fragile as a result, you know, because she's not taking good care of herself. But yeah. But either way, though, like in a contest of sorcery, very few people can match up to Patchouli, and she's a resident of this house, which just goes to show you of just how formidable the residents of Scarlet Devil Mansion are. But yeah, and then basically there's also this other character, perfect timing. It's her right here, actually. She'll probably trigger something, so let me just go check down here and see if I can do anything. Nope, doesn't look like it. Okay, back up we go. But yeah, she's technically supposed to be the guard here. Problem is, though, basically, she's kind of lousy at her job, so to speak, because she kind of nods off and sleeps a lot and she's just a terrible guard overall. But she is quite formidable. She's a very powerful hand-to-hand combatant. My lady, I'm so relieved you're safe. What's happened here? It's dangerous to stay outside. Let's go to the library for now. Miss Patchouli can probably explain what happened better than I can, which is probably true. So yeah, as you can see, this is Patchouli's massive, and I mean massive, library. Like, this place, I mean, like, what we're seeing here is probably not even a tenth of just how exceedingly large this place is. You see, fun little fact, this place doesn't follow the normal laws of physics. It's enchanted and ensorcered to basically essentially say fuck reality. But yeah. So, I think this is actually a pretty good place to just leave it off right now. So, please rate, comment, subscribe, and let me know basically if you would like to see any more Touhou games on this channel. But until that time, though, this is Mega Wizard 79 bidding you all adieu.